Do it for others. Do you have loved ones of any type that love having you around? Do it for them, if not for yourself, because you do face a horrific end if any of these things get a hold of you and you just let it slide. So it's not none of them are pleasant endings. They don't end nicely, let's say. Well, hi, this is John, and welcome back to Mr. America Heart. So today I'm sharing with you the 3 biggest tests of your manhood. Your manhood. Are you man enough to handle these 3 things? Bodybuilding, man, we could do it all, right? Squats, deadlifts, big time bench presses, and yeah, stretch those t-shirts out. And if you're a competitor getting up on stage, man, just taking yourself right down to the edge, total depletion in everything, right? Dehydration even, cramping, everything. Getting ready to get up on stage. And then you get on up there and you do it. Man, that's bodybuilding. So look, well, if we can do all of those things, then why is it so tough for you men over 50 to get your butts on out there? Wow, get your butts on out there. And have a few tests done on yourselves. I'm talking about the big ones right here, okay? I'm talking about your prostate check. You know, when the doc checks, palpates your prostate. That's the first one. Boy, a lot of men out there, I'm not so sure why this is a big deal. Just won't go to the doctor, won't get a physical past the age of 50 because you know what's coming. You know they're going to head there. You know they're going to check you out. So this is very important because the prostate check, as well as having a PSA test, that's with your blood work, going and getting some good blood work done, checking on the actual status of your prostate, and just ruling out a prostate cancer. This is extremely important, especially as you get older. There's a reason why they don't test for these things for with men when they're in their 20s or 30s and their early 40s. Generally, you get up near 50, they're going to be heading that way when you go in for a physical. So why is this so important? It's because it's one of the most preventable diseases going in the entire world. Out of all the things you can do, just getting your prostate checked and getting a PSA test is so simple, and it's not a big deal. A lot of men out there, I understand, there's a little bit of a stigma attached with this type of a test, getting the finger up the behind to have that prostate palpated by a doctor, by your own physician. A lot of men out there don't like that. So all I can say to that one is look, man, I have a really beautiful doctor. She's, she's a really beautiful woman. It almost feels like I'm cheating on my wife, man. So I'll put her name and number down below. I'm just kidding. If you're in Southern California, go ahead and ask. I'll send you to my physician, my GP. So if it makes you feel any better about getting that test done. So that's the first one. Going and getting yourself checked. Your prostate examined, through a digital exam, as well as getting some blood work done to check your PSA test out and to make sure you're in the proper ranges for your PSA so there's no problems down the line. Secondly, second big one too, going in for a general physical. A lot of you men out there, hypertension, the beginnings of it at least, preventable, completely preventable. If you've gone your whole life and you end up around that 40s, 50s age range, and things are starting to head in the wrong direction. It's one thing to go in and have white coat, white lab syndrome when you go in and have your blood pressure checked. This happened to myself as well. They put that cuff on your arm and that blood pressure is a little bit too high. Well, when you calm down, your numbers should be in a normal range. Getting yourself checked regularly for this and making sure that you do the proper things to keep yourself in check, such as you're getting older and you're getting past 40s and into your 50s, obviously stress levels. Number one, first and foremost, stress levels. This is the number one cause of hypertension. It's not fats, too much sodium, and all of those other things that they try to do dietary-wise, or being over fat. They do a lot of things to try and lower the stress in people's bodies, supplement-wise, as well as, things like meditation and all that. But if you don't examine the source, then obviously there's going to be a problem long term. So my suggestion is examine the source. the source of the stress, first of all, and do something about it. Yes, do something about it, because long term, once you've been diagnosed with not just hypertension, but eventually high blood pressure, and you are on medication for it, a lot of you guys already know, men over 50, that it does have an effect. It does have a side effect. Maybe you can list a few of them down below, guys, the kind of side effects that you've experienced from some of the blood pressure medications that they put you on. Not very nice. So all the medications do not come free of side effects long term. So we want to make sure that you're healthy. And if it's possible to keep yourself off of any medication and yet still be healthy and in the normal range. So if you need to drop some body weight, first of all, if you need to eliminate the stress in your life, eliminate the stress in your life. Find a way. Get it done. Secondarily, if there's something physically you need to do, like dropping 50 pounds, drop the 50 pounds. If there's something else you need to do, like clean up your diet, clean up your diet. Okay, it's that important because it's not going to get better on its own. I know it sounds like I'm chastising you and all of that, but this is just the fact. Okay, and lastly, number 3, the biggest one. Colon cancer has got to take out more men in our country, in the United States. I think it's one of the most preventable diseases of all time. Statistically, I'll put some numbers up on the screen for y'all. Colon cancer is a nasty one. You know, usually there's no symptoms at all, none. Usually it gets to the point once there is a symptom, meaning obvious blood, dark blood coming out down the toilet, then obviously there's going to be a problem. When you do go and get checked, a lot of those people that have had those kinds of symptoms or problems, they do run into a situation where it's just too late. And they're facing a massive, massive battle just to survive. And then a lot of them don't make it. So this is all preventable with early intervention and early diagnosis. So what do? You go in, you at least have the Cologuard test. The Cologuard test is it's a poo stick that you take home. Ask your physician for one of them. It's 92% effective. Cologuard. You get that done. After you get around age 50, you're going to be going in for a colonoscopy every couple of years, depending on your physician. Some of them are really hypersensitive to it, and they're going to say go every year. Some of them will go every few years. Some will go once every 5 years. And then eventually, once you're in the clear, yes, I'm in the clear this past year, they give you a 10-year break. That's kind of nice from colonoscopies. So get it done. Get it done. They knock you out. Next thing you know, you wake up, it's finished. That's it. Done. So, very important. Get the colonoscopy as necessary, as needed. Talk to your physician. In other words, have communication with your physician on all health issues related to you as you get over 50. I'll share with you a really quick story. The last physical that I went in when I was 55, I just passed 55, by the way. When I went in at 55 for my physical, and I'm not an annual guy, by the way. I've never been, but yet I went in at 55. And when they started checking me out for everything, the doctor, this is my regular doctor, she starts asking me questions like, chest pains once in a while? And I go, no. And she says, are you sure? Like this, it's all of a sudden, they're leading me along the list of things. Any problem urinating in the middle of the night? Trying to check my status of my prostate. And I go, no, I'm fine. You get up in the middle of the night 3-4 times? No, I'm not lying, So those things, it was really interesting because she had me laughing. My doctor had me laughing. And she goes, I have to check and double check because people forget when they come in to see their doctor, they want to say they're just fine about everything. They want to let the doctor find it through the blood test or through the urine test or through the x-ray. And they did a chest x-ray on me as well, to check everything. Heart, arteries, everything. So get it done. It's worth doing just for the peace of mind, number one. But lastly, I'm saying this last, but it should be one of your primary reasons. If you're married, if you have a significant other, if you have kids, anyone, all of the above, do it for others. Do you have loved ones of any type that love having you around. Do it for them, if not for yourself, because you do face a horrific end if any of these things get a hold of you and you just let it slide. So it's not none of them are pleasant endings. They don't end nicely, let's say. So that's it for today. Go and get yourself checked, guys. Give me your comments down below. Let me know how it's turned out for you. And if you have any words of wisdom for the others watching this video that are definitely going to go and check out the comments section down below, go ahead. Hit me with those comments. Hit us with your comments down below. Let us know what's happened to you and where you're at. If you got early intervention, survived, did fine with, are facing it now, can we all pray for you? Let us know. And that's it for today. From my heart to you, John Hart. And before you go, off to my left, you're going to see a little disc pop up to next to my head right now. That disc is the subscribe button for my channel, Mr. America Hart. Please give that a tap. And then down below, off to your left, you're going to see a thumbs up button. Won't you hit that thumbs up? It lets YouTube know that you like our videos, and they'll start promoting them a little bit more. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time.